Hi there, Group A. Today we're going to be working more on verb tenses. Now, last week we had a couple practice sheets about talking about things that have happened in the past, in the present, and in the future. And this week you're going to have 3 worksheets that are all practicing with those verb tenses, past, present, and future. So I'm going to just point out that in the past, when we're talking about something in the past, we usually add an ed to the end. If you look at this first one, walked. The verb is walk, and to say that it happened in the past, we add an ed. So you're going to need to make sure that all of your verbs in the past column have the ed ending. Remember, this is true for most verbs. Now, in the present, there are 2 ways that we can write a verb. We can write the verb just normally, walk, with no ending, or jog, also with no ending. But we can say add ing to say I am walking. That means right now. So you can write the regular form of the verb, or we add an ing to the end. So past, we add an ed. The present, right now, you can either add an ing or the regular form of the verb. Sometimes you have to add an s when you're talking about one person. Yeah, she walks. Or you could say they walk. That's when you wouldn't put the s. So there's a couple of other tricky rules for this. On this worksheet, we're mostly focusing on adding the ing ending. And then the future is something that will happen. So we add the word will before the verb. Will plus verb. I will walk. I will laugh. I will party. I will eat. Okay? There are many different things that you will do in the future. So on these 3 worksheets, you're going to be filling in the endings. On the back, it'll give you the word, and then you have to write it in the past, in the present, or in the future. Okay, skip would be skipped. I skipped in the past. I will skip in the future. Okay, opened in the present, you'd say I opened my present. I open my present. I will open my present. Over here on this page, this one is just one-sided because it's asking you to cut out the verbs and glue them in their correct spots. If it's a past tense of a verb with an ed, you glue it here. If it's the present tense, either has an ing or it is just the verb, you glue it in the present. And in the future, with the word will, you glue it underneath the future. Finally, for practice with verb tense this week, you have a coloring the tense. If it is a past tense, you color it blue. If it's in the present tense, means it's happening right now, you color it yellow. And if it's something that happens in the future tense, that's going to happen, you color it green. So you will need the colors blue, yellow, and green for this worksheet. And that will finish off our practice of verb tenses. This week, we're also going to talk about things that we will see in writing. A good writer has many different things and traits in their writing pieces. And this week, we're going to talk about fact versus opinion and goals. Now, fact versus opinion, a fact is something that can be proven. I can say there are 200 fish in that pond, and then I can go over there and say, wow, I can count how many fish are in the pond. It's something that can be proven. I can check the answer. Proven to be true. An opinion is something that you can't prove. It's something that someone feels. It's more of a feeling or an idea. So I could say, for example, I could say for a fact, Mrs. Reimer has a calico kitten. Okay, that would be my fact. And if you drove past my house, you would see her probably sitting in the window. Mrs. Reimer has a calico kitten. That is true. You could go and see, and you would find that it is true, proven to be true. But an opinion I could say about that is that Mrs. Reimer thinks her kitten is the best kitten. Now, can I prove that my kitten is better than any other kitten? No, probably not. So this is an opinion. Opinion words are thinks, things like thinks, believes, and like. Thinks, believes, and like. So on your worksheet today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over facts and opinions in each paragraph. Here again, a fact can be proved. An opinion cannot be proved. An opinion tells what someone thinks or feels. Words such as I think, I like, or I believe are used to show opinions. So you're going to read the paragraph. This is about the story Helen Keller. You're going to read the paragraph and you're going to write the opinion that's in each paragraph. There's one sentence that is an opinion, and there are two facts in there that would support each opinion. Two facts that we would say, oh, well, that must be why that person believes that. Okay? So you'd write the one opinion and the two facts. You're going to need to write sort of small so that you can fit them on the lines. And there are two of these paragraphs to do. We do this almost every week. You just haven't realized it. Maybe some of you have, maybe some of you haven't. But in our would you rather questions, would you rather do this or would you rather do that? In your would you rather, you say, I would rather do this because I like doing that. That's an opinion. And then I ask you to give at least two reasons why you chose that. Well, those two reasons why can be your supporting facts to help you. So we do opinion writing almost every single week. So facts versus opinion. One can be proved, a fact can be proved, an opinion cannot be proved. It is a personal feeling or thought by someone. All right, so we discussed that writers use facts and opinions in their writing, but we're also going to talk about that writers use goals. They have a purpose to their writing. A goal means what does the writer want out of this? The goal could be to ask you to think about something a little more clearly. The goal could be to tell you more about something, or the goal could be that the writer really wants something from you. So a persuasive essay has a goal, reasons, facts, and examples. The goal is what the writer wants. Reasons tell why. Facts and examples give more information about the reason. So for example, if my goal was, I want a new bicycle, okay? That would be my goal. And in my persuasive essay, I would talk about reasons why. I want a new bicycle because my old bike is broken. And I could say, oh, if I had a new bicycle, or new bicycles are not broken, that's a fact. I could say new bicycles are easier to use, also a fact. And I could give maybe some examples about what I would do with my new bicycle. So in this is based off the story Officer Buckle and Gloria. And we're going to be reading this persuasive essay, and we're going to talk about what the goal is. Why did the writer write this? What do they want to happen? What do they want to get? So we're going to write the goal on this line down here, and then we're going to circle the reasons. Okay, there are reasons that tell why we need it. And then we're going to underline facts. Facts that are things that are true. We talked about that in our facts versus opinion. So, why we need Officer Buckle and Gloria. I have a great idea. Officer Buckle and Gloria should speak at our school. One reason is that we all need to learn about safety. Safety tips can keep us from hurting ourselves. Well, this, I would say, is a fact. Safety tips can keep you from hurting yourself. We could prove that. They can even save lives. Another reason is that Officer Buckle and Gloria put on a great show. Gloria acts out all the safety tips. Kids love watching Gloria. So please, let's invite Officer Buckle and Gloria to speak at our school. I think it would be great. Oop, there's an opinion, I think. So we're going to need to say, what is the main goal? What does the writer want to happen? What are the reasons? And what are some of the facts and examples that the writer gives us? Down here it says, what reason does the second paragraph tell about? Well, the first paragraph is here. Remember, paragraphs are indicated by an indent, a little space in front of the sentence that pushes it in. So here's the first paragraph, the second paragraph, the third paragraph, and the fourth paragraph. And you're going to need to write about the reason that is indicated in the second paragraph. Okay? Look for keywords when you're looking for the reasons. So those are just a couple of things that writers use when they're writing for persuasive, asking for something, and to tell just more about their opinion on things. The last thing I'm going to go over with you this week is all about abbreviations. Now, abbreviation is a short way to write a longer word. So we have abbreviations for the days of the week, the months of the year, titles in people's names, and also parts of addresses. You'll see these from your pen pal if you wrote your address on the front of your pen pal. So we're going to go over the days and months of the year first. We all know the days of the week: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So each day of the week can be written in a short way called an abbreviation. Monday, we just drop off the day part and put a period at the end of the abbreviation, MON, M-O-N, period. Notice it's capitalized because it's a special day of the week. Tuesday, we also drop off the day part and just write twos. Wednesday, we drop off more of the word. Wednesday's a really long one, so we only use the first three letters, W-E-D. Thursday is kind of like Tuesday. We just drop off the day. T-H-U-R-S, period. Friday, same thing. Drop off the day part. F-R-I, period. Saturday is also a longer one like Wednesday, so we only use the first three letters. S-A-T. And Sunday is the same as Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, we just drop off the day part. So Sunday is S-U-N period. Okay? Normally an abbreviation is less than 3 or 4 letters, but sometimes to abbreviate it correctly, you have to have a few extra letters, like in Thursday. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters. We also do this with the months of the year. Now, any month that is 4 or less letters is not abbreviated. For example, January has a lot of letters in it, so it's abbreviated to J-A-N, capital J and a period. February has a lot, so it's also just the first 3 letters. March has 5 letters, but we still abbreviate it with the first 3, M-A-R. April has 5, we still abbreviate it A-P-R. But May is only 3 letters, so we don't need to abbreviate May at all. We write out the whole month, M-A-Y, May. It's short, don't need to abbreviate it. The same is true with June and July. June is J-U-N-E. It is 4 letters, don't need to abbreviate it. Same with July, J-U-L-Y. 4 letters, again, don't need to abbreviate it. August is 6 letters, so we use the first 3. A, U, G, period. Capital letters at the front of all these. September is a long one. We use the first 4 letters in that one. S, E, P, T, sept, sept. October, November, and December are also very long, and we only use the first 3 letters in each one. Oct, November, and December for our abbreviations. Again, May, June, and July are not abbreviated because they don't have more than 4 letters. So on this page, what you're going to do is you are going to be looking at the word for the day of the week or for the month of the year, and you're going to write the abbreviation. And up here, it gives you your key. These are a lot to learn and memorize all at once, so this gives you the key. So Wednesday, you can find up here, Wednesday, write it down on the line. Don't forget your period at the end and a capital letter at the beginning. It might trick you though. It might give you one like, ooh, July. Do we abbreviate July at all? No, it is written just the same. So carefully watch as it might try and trick you. And then the last one that we're going to be talking about is titles for people. Titles like Doctor, Miss, Mrs., Mr., all of those. So an abbreviation for a title, we know that doctor is a long word, D-O-C-T-O-R. Well, we would abbreviate that as capital D, lowercase r, period. And then you'd write the rest of their name, Dr. Smith. Mrs., as in Mrs. Reimer, would be capital M-R-S, period. Mr., M-R, period. And then Miss is not abbreviated, M-I-S-S, not abbreviated. The only one that is abbreviated that is close to this, it's pronounced Ms., Ms., which is just M-S, period. And then, so these are all titles for people, Dr., Mrs., Mr., Miss, Ms. Okay, notice where the periods are and where the capital letters are. In addresses, I live on a street. So my street, this is how you spell the word street, but to abbreviate it when I'm writing on an envelope or on a piece of mail, I change it to a capital S, lowercase t, and a period, street. Same thing, there's another type of street called an avenue. An avenue is kind of a long word. I would abbreviate that to capital A, lowercase v, lowercase e, period, avenue. Same thing if you live on a country lane. Lane is abbreviated to capital L, lowercase n, period. Or if you live on a road, that is also abbreviated to capital R, lowercase d, period. So these are just a few examples of how you would abbreviate parts of an address: street, avenue, lane, road. So here, it's going to give you a paragraph that you're going to need to read. And in here, there are abbreviations that need to be fixed. My dad is a teacher. Kids call him Mr. Gary. Well, Mr. is a title, and we talked about that titles need to be capitalized. So you would need to fix that. On twos, Dad read to his class. Well, that's short for Tuesday, and we would need to fix that abbreviation. In Mar, they studied butterflies. M-A-R, that's short for March. We need to fix that one. Then on Fry, they visited a butterfly show. I'm guessing that means a day of a week and not a French fry, so we need to abbreviate that one correctly. The show was on Main Street. ST means street, and we would need to correctly abbreviate that one. So then, after you fix these, you're going to rewrite the whole paragraph on the line in your best and neatest writing. Again, abbreviations are one of these things that sometimes you need to still look up and see how to write it correctly. The more you practice it, though, the better you'll get at it, and then you'll get faster and faster. So good luck this week. I'm giving you a little bit less of a workload for this because we're going to be doing a little more in our math. So if you have any questions, don't feel afraid to send me an email, ask your parents to get in contact with me, and I will talk to you on our Zoom meeting on Thursday.